Alright, hello guys, welcome back to the new edition of this particular YouTube channel at the Ayo Pro Tips. Alright, so in today's particular video, I'll be talking about how you should be earning as a sport trader. That is, if you approach this particular thing like trading. So there are so many methods that you can actually use to engage with sport betting in a way that at least every week, no matter how, you will still be earning your profit. Alright, so in today's particular video, I'm going to show you some strategies and some method that you can use, that no matter how so far you have your strategy, you will be earning from this particular sport of a thing. Actually, there was particular time I was working on a particular strategy, and I think for like first week of using this particular strategy, the strategy was actually working out so well. But unfortunately, I started realizing that there are some errors in this particular strategy when you have 100% confidence in your strategy and later on you are losing. So that's when I realized that this sport betting of a thing, no matter how the kind of strategy you are using, don't expect 100% from it. So there are so many people that have come to me and be like, okay, they've been losing, they want to change their perspective about betting, they want to start winning. One thing about sport betting is that you will surely win and you will surely lose. Now it depends on the kind of strategy you are using and the way you are engaging with it. Alright, so in today's particular video, don't forget I said I want to show you guys how you can earn with this particular sport betting, just like trading, correct trading. Alright, now so before I proceed, I want you guys to learn something regarding to this particular sport betting, and that is overcoming all negative emotions, most especially when you are experiencing a downside of this particular game. Most times if I'm experiencing maybe a losing streak, what I do is that I always take a break, because if you are not taking a break, there is no way you won't get more frustrated, and at the end of the day you are going to make more errors. So there was a particular time of recent, yes, I started a 15 days rollover. Are you guys getting it? And actually I was aware of this, that rollover happens to be a very dangerous market, and sorry, a very dangerous plan. Some people, they usually take this particular rollover up to like 10 days, 12 days, 13 days, and some people, I think probably maybe some people might have been able to do a rollover of 20 days maybe. But this particular rollover of a thing is very very dangerous, because any loss at any day, that is the end of a thing. So I decided to take up this particular challenge because I have a particular strategy working out so well that I was so confident about it, not just only one, up to like two. And what are this particular strategy? This happens to be predicting any team to score 3 or more goals on a row and predicting under 4.5 goals. So I was so sure of this particular strategy that I was even expecting this particular rollover to end up as a 15 days success like that. So I was so confident. So we actually did this particular rollover for like 4 days. Yes, 4 days, because everything was going out so well as planned, predicting goal bound under 4.5 goals. This particular goal bound that you guys are saying is the same thing as predicting under 4.5 goals. But unfortunately, on day 4, just one game actually messed up the sleep, and that's what led to I think I had a very short break regarding to this, because sometimes when you are winning and winning and winning with just one loss, that will surely break you down. So I think I took a break of maybe like a day or 2 days, and that's when I started dropping my basketball tips and making more research on basketball handicap, straight winning, and working more on my first quarter. Now from this, as a result of this, I came up with a particular idea of how to make profit despite the fact that you are still losing. Alright, so I came up with an idea that okay, I will acknowledge the fact that we can lose, and even at worst we can lose up to like 40% of our sleeps. That is the idea that I generated with 1.3 odd. So there's a particular software or a website that can help you, that can guide you regarding to staking plan, your bankroll management plan, like that. So I decided to draft a plan for my private circle members, and this particular plan is what I'm also going to share with you guys on YouTube right now. So this particular plan is very simple. Actually, I'm winning my basketball games, most especially the handicap, the first quarter. As you guys can see, handicap, first quarter, straight winning. So I was like, okay, let's have a two plan, and this two plan, one will be for football, and that is when we are going to be predicting something like 1.4 odd, using probably maybe under 4.5 goals. And I know that surely with this particular under 4.5 goals, under any team to score 3 or more goals on a row, it will be very easy for you to win at least 3 sleeps or 4 sleeps out of 7. That is what this particular plan is all about. If you have a budget, your initial budget, if you have your initial budget and you are able to predict 7 sleeps and you win 4 out of 7, this is more realistic. Although the return of interest is very small, but at least no matter how, this one will guide you. There are some people that are winning, they are losing, they are winning, they are losing, but they can't track their profit. They don't know if they are making profit from this thing or not. They are just playing. So this thing will actually guide you, will help you to work around a particular budget. That is the goal of this particular plan. And also, I decided to create another plan which is for basketball alone. And what is this plan all about? It's very simple. If you can predict 7 sleeps, are you getting it? 7 sleeps of 3 odds, and you are able to win 3 out of this particular 7 sleeps, surely you are still going to make profit. As you guys can see the return of interest. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up your own bankroll management plan in this particular video, and I will advise you guys on or recommend or suggest some strategies that you can actually look into that will help you for this particular journey. So when it comes to the staking amount or staking plan, this one depends on your capacity, amount that you can afford to invest and lose. That is one thing about betting for you, the risk aspect of it. Amount that if you lose it, it won't really pay you. That's it. So you can actually start from small, depends on your budget capacity, and gradually, if you're able to grow it gradually, your initial budget will grow with you, and from there you start making profit from this particular thing. Now let's go to this particular app. Actually, I know some of you will be familiar with this particular site because one of our audience actually introduced this particular site to me, because I I don't always know everything, because there's people that I'm teaching things that they are also teaching me in return. I'm gaining knowledge, I'm giving out knowledge, and they're also giving me knowledge. So that's how it works. So this particular site, the guy actually guided me on how to make use of it, big stake. And I noticed that this particular site uses Masalieno, this thing of a thing, and it's a very good thing when it comes to a disciplined sport traders. If you want to engage this particular sport betting with discipline, this site actually will guide you on how you can manage your budget very disciplined. And one advice that I will give you is that before we proceed, I will list 3 things for you guys that you need to take note of for discipline betting. Number one is that you need to work around a particular budget. That's why I mentioned earlier that you need to use the amount that you can actually afford. Don't do more than yourself. If it is 10,000 naira that you can start with, this thing is good. If it is 5,000, it is good. If it is 100,000, depends on your budget capacity. Now number two is that you need to focus. Sometimes when things are working out, you need to, most times it happens to me often that when I have a particular strategy and it is working out so well, I always get too excited that I started using it on different games, and from there you forget what you are doing initially. And another thing that you need to have is that you need to have a clear goal, and you need to be more realistic when it comes to sport betting, that at least how what kind of odds that you can win conveniently, and out of so amount, how many can you actually win. Let's assume that out of 10 games, if you can predict 1.3 odd or 1.4 odd in 10 times, out of this particular 10 times, how many can you actually win? Are you getting it? So I'm going to show you guys an example of, based on my own capacity, that I know that 100% for me, I have this high confidence that I'm going to win it. 100% confidence. Now, I already have my plans, but I'm going to show you the progress of this particular plan. I'm not 100% perfect when it comes to predictions. uh I can have strategies that are working. I can do analysis. I can predict games. I can have private circle groups. I can have Telegram channels. But I'm not 100% perfect when it comes to predicting games, because I'm not the one that will be playing games that I'm predicting. Now I'm going to show you guys the progress of this particular bankroll plan. But before I go there, I'm going to show you guys how you can also set up your own bankroll plan. So the first thing that you need to do, that whenever you come to this particular site, is that you need to sign up. Are you getting it? In order to avoid any form of maybe delay regarding to setting up your bankroll plan, so you need to sign up. After signing up, then you just scroll down. So if you scroll down like this, you are going to see this particular segment, try out Masalieno. Are you getting it? So the first segment that you guys are seeing here, the first box, don't mind the currency, the pounds that you are seeing there. Just assume it in your own currency, maybe naira, maybe cedis, many more like that. Just assume it in your own currency. So the figures is what you are going to work around. Let's assume that you want to start this particular plan with maybe 10,000 naira, or maybe 100,000, depends on your capacity. Don't do more than yourself. So 100,000, and the total event that you want to predict, because for me currently I'm using 7 days, that is weekly, because I'm targeting weekly profit. Are you guys getting it? So let's say I'm targeting 7 days, so that is the first plan that I will explain for you. 7 days plan, then we go to 30 days plan. So 7 days, out of this particular 7 days, the odd that you can predict conveniently, that you are very sure that you are going to win, let's say maybe 1.4 odd. Let's say you can surely predict 1.4 odd daily conveniently. Now out of this particular 7 days, will you be able to win like at least 4 out of these 7? So you have the chance of losing 3 out of these 7 games that you want to predict within 7 days. You have the chance of losing 3 and you must win 4. Now let's see 4. As you can see, this happens to be the return of interest of predicting 1.4 odd and winning 4 out of it. So if you are starting with 10,000, 100,000 naira, this will be your so when it comes to profit, please don't mind it if it is small or not. It depends on your capacity, the amount of games that you can win, the amount of budget that you can afford. This particular plan revolve around it. Now the next plan is that, can you predict 3 odd in 7 days? Now this, it happens to be the plan that I'm using basketball for, because in basketball it is very easy for you to get big odds. When it comes to predicting straight winning, predicting handicap. So if you want to look for any big, maybe if you have a big plans, maybe big odds plan, maybe you have a 5 odd plan, it is very good. I would just advise you go for basketball games, most especially the first quarter over points, handicap basketball, or straight winning. But when it comes to small odds like this, I would suggest you go for maybe probably under 4.5 goals or under 3.5 goals. Alright, now so this is all for the first plan, which happens to be predicting 1.4 odd in 7 days and winning just 4 out of it. Now let's see what we have. If you can predict 3 odd within 7 days, so 3 odd, you change the average odd to 3 and win just 3. Are you guys getting it? In 7 days, if you can win 3 games, 3 odd of 3 odd within maybe 3 slips of 3 odd within 7 days, this will be your return of interest, at least if you can do that. And if you start with maybe 100,000 budget or 10,000 budget, this will be your balance, the profit, and your total balance. Are you guys getting it? Now there's another one that is kind of a very interesting to me, because the way I'm seeing it is a long term profit. So it depends on how far you can wait. So that's why I call it spot trading. Like, it's like trading. And when you have a solid strategy that is really working out so well for you, because the first thing that you need to have is a very strong strategy that will actually be working out for you. No strategy is 100% accurate, but at least you need one that will be working out so well for you. So let's say you are starting with this particular budget, or maybe you have 10,000 naira. Let me just use 10,000 naira, so that let us be more realistic. And within 30 days, that is the third plan. 30 days, the average odd that you can predict will be 3 odd in 30 days, and you are able to win 15. That is 50%. 50% of your sleeps in 30 days. 3 odd sleeps in 30 days, 30 sleeps. If you can win 15 out of it, then this will be your return of interest. That is like you are winning 23 odds. So if you know that you cannot win 50% of your 3 odd sleeps in 30 days, let us assume that maybe you can actually win maybe 13, which is below 50%. This will be your return of interest. So this will be the same as you winning a 6 odd bet with 100,000 naira. So let me see, with 10,000 naira rather. So this will be your profit, which happens to be 50,000 naira, and including your initial budget, everything all together, this will be 60,000 naira. So the next segment that I will be going to now, so that's all for this particular thing. So after doing this, maybe if you are done with creating this particular budget, working around this particular budget, then you go down to this particular space that you guys are seeing, then you save it. You can save it any name. You can just save it with anything, and then you create your Masalieno. So when you create this, so you just create and it will be saved. So after saving, it will come here. Just scroll up, you are going to find it here. So as you guys can see, this is the example what I just did now. So the progress of my current plan, I'm going to show you guys. As I said earlier, that there's nothing like 100% accurate. So the first one I did, I actually lost, and with initial budget of 10,000 naira, and I won the second one. So this happens to be the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And this is what we are currently doing on our private circle group. And if at all I've already won one and I still have like another one to go with, and if I'm able to win 2 more for this particular 3 odd, then I'm okay. My profit, I made my profit already. And regarding to the this 1.4 odd plan, I think the same thing happened to this one too. One particular game actually messed up the first sleep, and we won the second one, and the third one is currently on. So that's why I said that you need to have a particular strategy that you will be sure of, that you will trust, and it will make things easy for you, that whenever you predict it, at least your mind will be at rest that this particular game will surely win. So that's how simple this particular plan is. And if you are disciplined regarding to it, and maybe you focus more only on it, you are not betting on any other games, just to focus, surely you will make something good out of it. So in case if you have any question regarding to this particular video, please kindly drop it in the comment section. And also, if you are just joining us for the first time, make sure that you subscribe to this particular channel. And if you want to join any of our group, our private circle group, or our Telegram platform, you are going to find the group links in the comment section and also in the video description. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.